Now, I'm not saying that he is Satan. I just want to be clear about that from the outset. I'm not saying he is literally Satan come to earth. I'm not a Christian. I don't believe that Satan is a real thing, but it is very interesting what happens if you ask AI what Satan would be like if he came to earth and tried to pass himself off as a human. Now, I'm not saying he's Satan, but this is what AI says. He would make harmful things feel normal, not by force, but by slowly shifting what people accept. Things that once seemed wrong would become not a big deal, and eventually they would go unquestioned. Number 2, he would blur the line between truth and lies. He wouldn't just lie, he'd make truth feel uncertain. If people can't agree on what's real, they are easier to divide and control. Again, I'm not saying he's literally Satan, I'm just saying this is interesting. Number 3, he would exploit division relentlessly, political, racial, cultural. He'd amplify every crack, not creating disagreements, but turning them into hatred. Number 4, he would reward selfishness over integrity. Like, I'm not saying this is him, okay? I'm not saying this is literally him. I'm just telling you what it says. So he would reward selfishness. People who cut corners, lie, or exploit others would seem to get ahead, making goodness feel naive or pointless. Number 5, he would turn people against themselves. He would encourage insecurity, comparison, anxiety. He would keep people distracted, exhausted, and doubting their own worth. Number 6, he would corrupt good causes from within. He wouldn't oppose justice or kindness outright, he would twist them. He would turn noble movements into something extreme, performative, or destructive. Number 7, he would encourage addiction, but not just addiction to substances. He would encourage addiction to attention, outrage, validation, scrolling, anything that keeps people passive and hooked. Number 8, I'm not saying he's Satan, okay? I'm just saying if Satan came to earth. Number 8, he would make cruelty entertaining, humiliation, conflict, outrage, packaged as entertainment, people laughing at things that they had once found disturbing. I'm not saying he's Satan, but I just think it's interesting that if you use a tool like AI to look at what collectively people have said about how Satan might manifest on earth, that's what it says. That's just what people are saying Satan would do. But I'm not saying he's Satan.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Hashem, YAHAWASHI, Hashem, Akwakwadah, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, shalom to my YAHAWAH and His, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, shalom to my YAHAWAH and His, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kabbalah coming at you with another lesson. Now, today's lesson, I want to go into this video, which this is the thing that where is the thing? Oh yeah, here it is. So yeah, this is the thing about Esau, is he for some reason kind of just likes, I don't even know if it's intentional or not, but ultimately what we can definitively attribute it to is YAHAWAH forcing Esau to make his secrets and make all the things known. Now, Mark chapter 4, verse 22, for there is nothing hid which shall not be made. Mark 4, verse 22, for there is nothing hid which shall not be manifested, neither was anything kept secret, but that it should come abroad. So the thing here is that with YAHAWAH, he's going to reveal his secrets, and sometimes the Lord makes the person with the secrets snitch on themselves like Esau Edom. And sometimes, and obviously this was like AI and ChatGPT, whatever the guy said it was, and that's still he made it. He didn't like put any safeguards or whatever and stuff like that, but yet still all the things, and I don't even know. I know. All right, whatever. Let's just you can understand. We all understand what the implications were when he was listing out all the things, okay? And we all understand that at the end of the day, that is definitely Esau. That's the one that is, going about and doing whatever. All right. So as a result of that, we are, and I'm not saying, I don't say that just to say, oh, just put that label on Esau. I mean in the sense that if you use your mind critically think about it, like who do those apply to? All right, and the answer just gets to be extremely simple. Now, with that being said, one big thing. I'm trying to watch what my words, so bear with me, all right? Because I don't want to say anything too sensitive. But the thing is that with a lot of the things that he was talking about, it is basically the worst kept secret about how Esau does things. Okay, it should have been known for the longest time how all this stuff is ran. Now, with that being said, 2 Corinthians 2 verse 11, lest Satan get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. How we should already be aware of how Esau handled Esau handles things. Esau pushes things. Esau tries to influence people and whatnot, guides them in any particular way and whatnot. And you get conclusions. You get things where people are actively in a certain mindset. All right, they're actively following through with whatever type beliefs that they believe, but where do those beliefs come from? Okay, and I don't mean in the sense of like super ancient times. I mean in the sense of like who was the main one trying to quote unquote modernize it, which I hate that term. I don't hate that term in terms of like the definition. I hate that term because of how people use it. It's kind of like I don't know, whatever, you get the point. People think that people associate modernization with whatever is present, is current, it's better than the old. Like, for example, if let's just take a computer for example. If you are used to using Windows 7, all right, and while you're using Windows 7, your computer automatically says, here, we have Windows 10 for you. We want to update you. Take our update. But then when it updates, you see that Windows 10 is a lot worse than Windows 7. So you're like, who said I wanted to do this? I didn't ask for this. You just forced this on me. But and you're trying to make me just accept that as a norm. No, I want Windows 7 back. All right. And by the way, that happened to me where I literally had to factory reset my computer because this was not working for me. The thing stopped working and I couldn't use some of my programs properly, so I had to factory reset it. I didn't, surprisingly enough, I did not lose much, but the main thing was how a lot of the stuff when people talk about modernization, they think that just pushing out the new thing means that it's automatically better. Like all the beliefs that Esau has, when in actuality, no, that's not the case. All right, Yahawah's way is best. So why would we need to change that if he already gave us the blueprint on how to live? And on top of that, all right, in addition to that, you also have the matter of You also have the matter of how we are actively getting destroyed by Esau Edom. So why? So even more of a reason why would we want to go along with a system that actively seeks out our destruction? All right. Now, continuing on, Psalm 64, verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, "Who shall see them?" And the snares, the traps, that is all in this society, all in this kingdom. Not just this kingdom, all the kingdom. Not all, yes, kind of all the kingdoms, yes, but primarily in North America, where in North America, it's the primary two devils, Babylon and stuff like that, and they are actively going out of their way to destroy the people. While their main aim is to destroy the Israelites, but they're willing to take the collateral damage of their own people, which their own people are actively suffering at right now. All right. I actually did a lesson on that, I think, yesterday. But yeah, anyway, continuing on. Revelation chapter 2, verse 15. So hast thou also them that hold the doctrine of the Nicolaitans, which thing I hate. And basically, Yahawashi hates the Nicolaitans. Yahawah hates the Nicolaitans. And the thing about, and what are the Nicolaitans, you may be asking? It is basically the subset. I like to call it Christianity, but on a more proper definition, it is more so a do as thou wilt spirit. It is basically, because Yahawashi died, that means that we don't need to worry about keeping the law. We don't have to do any of the obligations that Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi expects from us. So we can there's no fear in us that we have to worry about upholding any doctrine or whatever. We can just do whatever we want and get away with it. That's basically what it is. So as a result of that, that is what Nicolaitans is, and it goes against what the scriptures say, because the scriptures expect us, as we've gone in Matthew 5, was it 19 to 23, I believe. James chapter 2, verse 14 to 18 or something like that. All right, where number one, Yahawashi did not come to destroy the law; he came to fulfill. And your faith without works is dead. All right, you demonstrate your faith through your actions. Not saying that your actions are going to save you, but you show your faith through your actions. Now, Sirach chapter 10, verse 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. And I know I bring this out a lot, but let me also get this, and then I'll talk about it. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2, when the righteous are on authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear authority, the people mourn. And the thing here is how everyone in North America, they see like what's going. Well, I think in America more specifically, the people in America, they see how America is just being destructive. Like DJT does not care. He's actively and openly saying, "Hey, I want to put a ballroom. I want to add a ballroom to the thing. Give me money so I can." Even though I have money, I'm not going to use my money. I'm going to use your money. I'll make you guys more poor, while I go add a fancy ballroom, which I'll never understand that. But whatever. Like that's really just irrelevant. But yeah, he makes all these promises to help out, just to not help out. All right. Romans chapter 1, verse 25, who changed the truth of Yahawah into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. And another thing is, people, they hate truth. They don't want to hear the truth. And let's actually get that as well over here. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 10, which said, to the seers see not, and to the prophets prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. They only want to hear lies. They only want to hear that, oh, everything's going to be all right. Oh, there's not going to be any trouble. There's not going to be any hardships. God's just going to give you loves and kisses and stuff like that, and candy or whatever. He doesn't have any expectations for you and stuff like that, where that type of mindset, it makes you what's it called, complicit with how things are, where you don't even think that, okay, well, I need to lift a finger, I need to do the thing that YAHAWASHI expects me to do. Okay, but because of the Nicolaitan doctrine, they don't care about that. All right, so again, the truth is that it's uncomfortable, and that's what the guy was saying, how everyone is uncomfortable listening to the truth. Everyone is uncomfortable being told, like, hey, this is the reality of things. Like, you need to be aware of this, conscious of this, that, and third, rather than just being irresponsible. All right, which there's so many people that are irresponsible. They don't acknowledge or understand how important things are. All right, so with that, I pray this system was edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, SHAMAIWAN, Ba'ashem, Rakwak Wadash, double honor to the elders and apostles, the great millstone about the ball, Shalom.